By the middle of the 20th century, the United States government was deeply involved in research on health and medicine. But one subject of research was noticeably underrepresented: children's health and development. The sister of a president changed that. She forcefully advocated for a new federal agency devoted to children's health. The organization, envisioned by President John F. Kennedy's sister, Eunice Kennedy Shriver, became an integral and permanent part of the National Institutes of Health, or NIH, the U.S. government's primary research agency in biomedical and public health. These videos are made possible by the generous contributions of viewers like you. If you share our passion for preserving the rich history of our United States government, please consider making a donation to support our channel. Enjoy the video. When John Kennedy became president in 1961, he announced crusades for space and scientific exploration. But his younger sister, Eunice Kennedy Shriver, came to the president with an idea close to her heart. In childhood, Eunice Kennedy developed a strong bond with her older sister Rosemary, who struggled with depression and exhibited erratic and violent behavior. To deal with this, Rosemary's father, Joseph P. Kennedy Sr., agreed in 1941 to have her undergo a prefrontal lobotomy. This brain surgery was a common procedure then for treating people like Rosemary. Tragically, the operation was botched and it left her seriously incapacitated. Unable even to speak distinctly, she was institutionalized and spent the rest of her life in obscurity. But Eunice Kennedy never forgot her. She earned a degree in sociology from Stanford University in 1943 and began a life of public service. First, she worked for the U.S. Justice Department on issues involving troubled teens. Next, she was a social worker at a women's prison. In 1953, she married Sergeant Shriver, a prominent social activist who later served as the first director of the Peace Corps. Beginning in 1957, Eunice Kennedy Shriver worked to transform the foundation that the Kennedy family had established to honor the memory of her older brother Joseph Kennedy Jr., who died in World War II. Under Eunice's energetic leadership as executive vice president, the foundation's focus shifted from Catholic charities to helping children with what came to be termed intellectual and developmental disabilities, or IDD. After President Kennedy took office, his sister urged him to direct government resources toward this problem. In response, JFK created a presidential task force that called for the creation of an agency to conduct serious research on IDD and other conditions that afflicted children. Accordingly, in 1962, Congress established the National Institute of Child Health and Human Development, or NICHD, within NIH. In a speech in April 1963, Eunice Kennedy Shriver pointed out that IDD was not a popular subject for research, and she asserted that now that would change. In short order, NICHD became a key source of research on birth defects and IDD. It established no less than 15 research centers at medical schools across the United States. Research funded by the NICHD helped refine a test to identify infants born with PKU, an inherited disorder that causes brain damage. In 1972, Dr. Gerald Edelman, who was supported by NICHD grants, shared the Nobel Prize in Medicine for discoveries concerning the chemical structure of antibodies. In 1974, NICHD took the lead on research into sudden infant death syndrome, commonly known as SIDS. In 1977, findings of NICHD scientist Judith Vaidakaitis led to FDA approval of the first home pregnancy test. The NICHD played a role in greatly reducing the transmission of AIDS from mothers to babies. It also led the Down Syndrome Consortium, in which public and private groups exchanged information on the study of the condition. In the 2020s, the NICHD started studying the effects of COVID-19, which hit people with IDDs particularly hard. In 2007, Congress renamed NICHD as the Eunice Kennedy Shriver National Institute of Child Health and Human Development in honor of a life devoted to the cause of helping the mentally disabled. This video was brought to you by the Public Education Project, an independent nonprofit group dedicated to improving public knowledge of the government by sharing the rich history and exciting stories of the federal agencies that serve our nation. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe now to start your journey into the fascinating history of the U.S. government today. If you'd like to delve deeper into the rich history of the National Institute of Child Health and Human Development or any other federal agency, be sure to visit our Agency Histories page at publiceducationproject.org, featuring nearly 250 detailed pages showcasing the diverse stories of agencies dating back to the nation's founding. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok so you don't miss out on new videos and updates.